farmproject.com, and I'm here with Jill Green from Sweet Life Garden. And what's your website, Jill?
Sweetlifegarden.com.
And we're just taking a look at her really cool place in Arcadia, which is a really nice neighborhood in Phoenix, Arizona. It's hot, it's summertime, there's not a whole lot of things going on in our desert farms right now, but actually this place is still really lovely and gorgeous. And so we're just going to do a quick tour. First thing that I'd like to point out is their bees that your husband Hal actually is into these.
Those are Hal's bees. He's in charge of the bees and I'm in charge of the goats, so I don't know much about them, so I leave them to him, but he's had them for probably about 5 months, and he's really excited about them. He just added another box. Ooh, we're getting hit by bees.
Well, we can move on.
So anyway, that's his setup, and he's really excited about it. So just getting that.
Alright, so as we walk this way on the property, you've actually closed out your alleyway, and so you've got your goats out there. They've got lots of room to roam.
Right. Well, we have an abandoned alley, and so we got permission from all the neighbors to close it off, and they actually have the whole run of the alley going this way and then back against another houses in the back. But they go back and eat all the weeds, and they love it back there. So that's where they spend most of their time, and it's shady.
Okay.
So it gives them a little bit of reprieve from the heat. So yeah.
And how many do you have?
And right now we have 6.
And what kind are they?
And we have they like La Manchas because they are very quiet, and we have neighbors that have a new baby, so they just don't make as much noise.
Okay.
So they're good for neighborhood goats.
And they're good dairy goats.
Yes.
Right?
And you don't have to breed them every year. They actually milk. They're in milk for at least 2 years.
Oh, that's
So
great.
that's
That's great. And do you know how much milk they use?
I have the one that I'm milking from. She's a mini La Mancha, about 1.5 quarts from her. So
Okay, and we'll post some pictures of the goats. They're off in the alley doing whatever goats do when you're not watching. So they're a little bit camera shy today. But if you want to just show the pen, and we can just show where they live, but this is like the zoo in the summertime when the animals all hide in the shade.
So we have the milking stand, and then over here I have a little cage, and that's so I can separate the kids from the mama. So in the morning I'll have I can milk, and then I let them out, and then they nurse.
And that's a good tip. If you have milk goats and you want to share the milk between the babies and yourself, you do have to separate them at night. Then you milk in the morning, and then you let the babies have the milk for the rest of the day. Over here she's got her swimming pool, and on the fencing she has espaliered apple trees. So you can see the trees keep poking through the fence.
Okay, so all of these they're mostly peaches. This is a Florida Prince, and then we also have a few desert golds, and we walk over here. These trees, actually the espaliered apples are about 10 years old, and you can see, even though you can't see the big trunks, and I've pruned them way low, but you can see the big trunks are, so they're nice and sturdy, the girth, and then we keep these pruned. This is an Anna and a Fuji apple. And then we stuck a little one in here just so we could, and then I'll start, same thing, I'll start training this one. It's upright, but I'll take these branches and start training them down like this, so this will cover this area too.
Wow.
So I've got to work on this, because you don't want to let these branches get too big, and then I'll cut some of these off and make it espaliered.
You got to train them when they're young. Flexible. Yeah. Flood irrigation in here, so how often do you get that? Twice a
month.
Twice a month in
So
the
every other
summertime?
week. Yeah.
So this whole area just floods with water twice a month. That's great for you.
It gets about at least a foot deep, so it's nice deep watering for the fruit trees. So this is not a Santa Rosa. I've got a Santa Rosa plum over there. This is a beauty plum.
You've got citrus over here. You've
trees that were original to this property and original to this area. It was this was a whole orchard, this whole subdivision, and they're getting a little bit, they're getting old, but they still give us amazing fruit. So we've got, I think, 4 Valencia oranges left from the original property.
Wow.
And then there's a made pie back here, another Florida Prince, and this is an August.
Just because it's so hot by the time it gets to August.
Yeah, it is. It's hot, and I don't pay enough attention because by the time all of my most of these are all early fruiting, so we harvest in April and May.
Oh, April and May. Okay.
Yeah, April and May. So by the time it turns to June, it's just so hot out here that I'm not out here as much. But there's fruit on there, but it just doesn't set as much fruit as the rest of the trees.
Sure.
So, but it still tastes good.
Yeah, so in Phoenix, it's really a good idea to get the early fruiting, like May Pride and Mid Pride. Yeah. Because of the fact that we don't want to be out here in August, and the heat really takes a toll on the trees.
Right. Wow. I mean, it does. What's it called when you space out your harvesting? That's what we were trying to do, but then we realized, yeah, we're just not out here. But it's still a nice tree. And growth on the peach trees is crazy. So at least 5 feet. So we prune all of these down. We take try to keep them under control. Which looks like they're getting out of control. But so in January we bring all of these trees way down, like almost half.
Yeah, it's easier to pick and they
But you can see where it starts growing.
You can see it. They grow really fast.
Yeah. So they're crazy. So you've got to think about keeping them. This is an apple. This is a let me think. It's an apple tree, but it's a pink lady. But I think it's never given me any fruit, and I think it's because the fruiting hours.
It needs the chill hours.
The chill hours. The chill hours. It's not cold enough here. So that tree really should have been planted up in Prescott or something.
I wonder how many chill hours it needs. We have 300 or less here in Phoenix.
Right. So you have to watch that.
The last few years we've had abnormal. So maybe we'll get a cold snap.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good, but it hasn't given us any fruit yet.
All right. Well, we're going to move into the vegetable garden and chicken area, and if you want to see that video, we'll post that as well. But we're going to do it in 2 separate videos so that our files don't get too big. Check it out, themicrofarmproject.com, and on YouTube at the Kari Spencer channel.